Okay. So starting over with a video. Not necessarily starting over.
Yeah.
I'll send her like the recording too for like the intro.
Yeah.
With the photo of them. But so it goes card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Sorry, this card has water
And
on it.
then the extra one I drew here.
Be careful for water, just on the cards.
Yeah, because these are little delicate babies. So we're going to start with the signifier.
Mm-hmm. Which is the 9 of Cups. This is you in your current circumstances. I actually already looked it up on Vidi, and it's spot on for the question. So the upright version is contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, and wishes coming true.
Yeah.
The reverse is inner happiness, materialism, dissatisfaction, and indulgence.
So it's literally the two sides of the two questions.
Yes.
Is this card in both the upright and...
Yeah. In this case, it is reversed.
Yeah.
So you have to keep that in mind.
Which to me makes more sense with the question like
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's almost like the higher aspect of it is, what's weird is like this card is all about some kind of wish that you have.
Yeah.
That is like, you know, you have something that you want. It's just like, but it actually has more to do with your own coming to a satisfaction or like a contentment with life as far as that thing goes.
Yeah.
Because that can run you into a lot of unhappiness. Like if you can't get, if you have this wish, if you keep living wishfully, you know.
Instead of going towards like redeeming the wish almost. Like going for it.
Yeah. Well, I'll read you the upright versus the, or maybe should I do this one?
Mother piece or I don't know.
I'll read you this one because I feel like it's the significator. You have to understand like the full grasp and scope. So the upright. I'll do the reverse first. So,
yeah, do whatever. Because remember, this is like you practicing for your reading. So I will. Should I like kind of take like I'll take like a little more of the back seat.
Yeah.
And like let you just like run the show and just like act like I'm not like I am Bella, but
you're
you know
channeling,
what I mean. I'm channeling
pulled the
her
cards because you have this significant relationship with
my sister.
your sister,
Yeah.
and also you know you have the best intention. You held the intention for her in this case, and so I feel like I am like kind of the medium through your sister or whatever, and then you can kind of have these like. You can help me come along and piecing together.
Yeah, as
like,
much as
everything.
I can. Yeah. Cool.
So, the reverse meaning, even when it appears that you have everything you have ever dreamed of, it can still feel like something is missing deep down. You have pursued material gain at the expense of your spiritual growth. Sorry, that's a question. Have you pursued material gain at the expense of your spiritual growth or emotional fulfillment? For example, you might own the most expensive home or car on the block, but you never see your friends and family and are pretty miserable. This is the essence of the reverse 9 of Cups.
That's so crazy. That's like the question.
I know. And when it emerges in a tarot reading, it asks you to reconsider what you're wishing for and align it with your highest good. You may have lost touch with what's most important to you, instead favoring the ego and chasing what will impress others. Or having a lot of money in this case.
Yeah.
The reverse 9 of Cups is a sign that instead of looking outside of yourself for happiness, you should search within. Success and happiness mean different things to different people. So instead of doing what you think will make other people happy, do what will make you happy. Ask yourself, what does success look like to me? And how will I know when I am successful? If your outside world is not bringing contentment, change your definition of success. Sometimes the reversed Nine of Cups suggests that you are frustrated that your wishes have not come true. Your expectations may be unrealistic, or you may have not actively pursued your dreams, hoping that they will manifest with little input or action from you. You may have chosen goals that aren't satisfying to you, and if so, it's best to let them fall by the wayside. Now is the time to reconnect with your goals and dreams and recommit to bringing them into fruition. You may need to tweak your goals to keep them in full alignment with your personal values. And you may need to be more proactive in creating an action plan and see your goals come to fruition. The Nine of Cups reversed serves as a reminder not to overindulge at the expense of your health and well-being. You may be prone to overdoing it with food, alcohol, drugs, partying, and spending. Keeping everything in moderation and focusing on the long-term consequences of your actions, even if they bring short-term pleasure. So,
What time is it, by the way?
7:44.
Okay. We should see how long this takes us for your thing. Okay, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, totally. Okay. The next card.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
The Nine of Swords. Eve, can you see it?
The Nine of Swords. This is the atmosphere and kind of like the whole context of everything. It's really what's going on for you now. It's kind of like what's holding you at just a wish and not like having
Activating
this
it.
fulfillment. Yeah, it's the reasons why those things aren't really happening.
Yeah.
Too. The Nine of Swords represents a ghastly nightmare. The rising up from the unconscious of all the fears and projections the mind has made during its process of thought. Worry and anguish have become overwhelming terror. An experience of despair and even cruelty or physical pain. All the unchecked fears and negative thoughts have accumulated to form what Jungian calls the shadow. These fears may stem from childhood traumas, repressed hurts, and wounds from any time in the life, or images projected by the culture one lives in. The twisting path shows the morass of confusion surrounding the issues that cause doubt and fear, the sense of difficulty as one awakens to the mess of anxiety and demons. The rising up of this shadow may keep a person from sleeping or giving physical symptoms of illness. Although demons come from the unconscious, they can be fought by conscious intention. Part of the personality cowers in terror, hands covering the eyes, refusing to look at or deal with the problem, immobilized by fear. The other part of the self rises up in strength and confidence, ready to confront the shadow. Power flames from the sword that appears in the front of the heroic part of the personality, which reaches out with her right hand to grasp its tool of liberation. The only way out is through the pain and fear, through a confrontation with one's monsters.
Wow. It's kind of a fucked up card.
The Nine of
I've
Swords
never
is
seen the
always
Nine of Swords.
incredibly feared. It's one of those cards that's literally, it's a terror. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's something that you feel like is your waking existence, but you wish that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a reality, but it's a destiny that's trying to get you to face it.
Yeah.
So that
To face your issues.
Yeah.
Like the only way out is through sinking deeper in. Almost. Like,
you have to deal with these fears and let your fear happen, but then allow for vulnerability to be somewhere where acceptance happens. Like, and you you accept what you're going to go through. And it's also a card of like feeling kind of almost lost in the midst of being so held in that place by your demons, you know? Like you're not being able to release something that's truly the wish, you know? Which is the part
which
of
is this.
Yeah. And that's really like something that you could say to this situation, that it's like she wants something better than what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
There's a better contentment somewhere. There's more fulfillment. But
that's possible, but if you're not...
But you're in this atmosphere of total, like, being psyched out. You know? You're being totally psyched out by something and not being able to get what you really want or start to live this thing. So I'm going to continue.
Yeah.
The next card is the Challenger. Like, it's like here, let me go back to
the Eight of Wands for the Challenger.
The cross current, the obstacle facing you, the central challenge, what's needed to be integrated. So
look at this little fawn girl with her bow and arrow.
Yeah,
I love
cute.
her.
She's cute.
I would love, this would be such a cute little
Yeah.
Sagittarius tattoo.
I know, yeah. It's really cute. The Eight of Wands.
So wait, can you explain this, the Challenger, one more time? Sorry.
Yeah, it's the obstacle.
The obstacle. Okay.
It's the central challenge, and
So this is what you have to overcome,
yeah, it's yeah, but it
or like what lays in your path.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's exactly true. So the Eight of Wands is about energy. Fast-moving arrows of energy shoot from a magical bow that belongs to an elf or a partial centaur. Its little winged creature has the nature of a cupid, flinging its arrows, who knows where, and awakening the personality. Von Franz says the bow and arrow have to do with the sudden directness of the unconscious libido. It is time to take a risk, try something new, let passions fly. An arrow could signify a phone call, visitors, or any expression of life force. Someone may be bringing you ideas or projects. Identifying with an arrow, a person might take a trip somewhere or move. This high energy is also psychic power, allowing one to tune in on people's thoughts or wishes, to hear the phone before it rings, and to know who's on the other end, to initiate a relationship that hasn't yet manifested on the physical plane. So you have to make a relationship with that wish that you have deep down.